Hi, I'm Oliver, principal of the International Macrobiotic School, and I want to talk about what is a holistic health coach at this time. First of all, what I want to do is put that into context. There's a lot of people thinking about becoming health coaches at this time. How has this come about? Why do we need this? We live in strange times where in a lot of traditional societies, there was a lot of information about how we could look after our own health using food, using compresses, using herbs, teas, etc. Not that this was perfect, but there was a lot of information passed down within families and in communities. What has happened in recent times in the modern Western world is that we've lost a lot of this information. And as a whole, the population, there's not a good understanding of how people can look after their own health. Really, our health depends mostly on what we eat, do, feel, and think in our lives. And we've become rather dependent, or rather into the way of thinking that our health depends on other people looking after us. Actually, the reverse is true. Our health is mostly in our hands. Of course, it's great when we need to be able to go and see other people for help and advice, but really our health is mostly in our own hands. And right now in modern Western society, we're at a turning point where many people are realizing this, and they're really wanting to learn to take care of their own health. They're wanting to be empowered with good information and good guidance and good support to turn around health problems and really experience a higher level of physical and emotional health. And this is why we need health coaches, people who can give them guidance. And this is why this is a very rapidly expanding field, a very an expanding career option that many people are interested in right now. Then I want to talk about what is a holistic health coach, which is what I'm very keen on. It's what I've been doing for the last nearly 40 years. If we look at us human beings, we have many different aspects. A very simple way of looking at ourselves is that we have a physical body. From a complementary medicine point of view, it's also working because of the flow of chi or ki or prana or life energy through it. And this is what is studied in science a great deal. Then we also have emotions. We go up, we go down, we feel elated, we feel depressed, we feel anxious, joyous, fearful, worrying, all kinds of different emotions. I think we all go through every day. Then a third part of us, part of ourselves, is our mind. We have this wonderful mind which can be conscious, can think, can understand things, find ways of understanding our lives, how to lead our lives, how to feed ourselves, and in particular how to be well, how to keep ourselves healthy and well. And then the fourth aspect is the spiritual side of us. Some people describe our individual bit of spirit as our soul. Within this physical body, our spirit is what enlivens the physical body. I hope at some point that there'll be a meeting point, I'm sure there will be, between more Western scientific physical way of understanding life and the more spiritual, esoteric way of understanding life, because yin and yang, these are this is what life is made up of, these two opposites. So a holistic health coach, which I think is the most interesting kind of health coach to be, is a health coach who can help people on all four of these levels. They're not just helping people with diet, they're not just helping people with emotional patterns, they're not just helping people with mental information. They can really help people on all these levels. So on a body level, there's a good understanding of nutrition. Within a flexible system, there's a lot of one-size-fits-all dietary regimes about right now. This is the way, this is what will help everybody. Not true. We're all different. We live in different places. We have different lifestyles with different ages, different sexes, etc. And we all need different food. So we need a flexible system. Here at the International Macrobiotic School, we use some Western understanding, but particularly use a more Oriental, Eastern, Chinese, etc. understanding of health, because it's a very well worked out system for understanding health and how to heal a lot of different illness. And it's also very holistic, which is very useful. So we need to understand food. But it's not enough just to understand what to eat and what not to eat. It's very important that a holistic health coach also knows how to cook that food to make it both nutritious and also delicious. So a holistic health coach really needs to be a very good cook, and to be able to give cooking classes and show clients how to make this healthier way of eating really delicious and really work and be economical, etc. Also, on a more physical level, exercise is so important. Here we're teaching Do-in exercise, which is based on the meridian system. Some people call it self-shiatsu. Many other forms of good exercise. So a holistic health coach needs to be able to explain to people and show to people, or to teach classes in some form of really health promoting exercise. Also here at the school, we teach holistic health coaches to give some well-being shiatsu. Wonderful to be able to do some body work on people. It's done with light clothing on. Wonderful to be able to give some body work. It can really de-stress, relax people, get the qi flowing, get the blood flowing, and can really accelerate people's journey towards greater health. And people need to understand how to balance their lifestyle. Work, relaxation time, family time, time on own, etc. Is very important for health. Adequate sleep, rest, etc. Then on the emotional level, we are emotional beings. Different people some people feel their emotions a lot, some not so much. But even as I found out for myself early on, I've been doing a lot of emotional work for about 30 years, and I was a bit of an emotional brick 30 years ago. And you may, I wasn't feeling a lot of emotions, but actually they were ruling my life. Even when we don't feel them, they can be in the body, and really having a big effect on the choices we make, our moods, and what we choose to do in life, and on our physical health. So very, very good as a holistic health coach to be able to give people some help on an emotional level. Everybody is carrying different emotions from their past experiences over this lifetime. Some people are more anxious, more nervous, more depressed, more worriers, get upset easily, more frustrated, more angry, whatever it is. These emotions held in the body for a long time are definitely a major source of illness, and a good holistic health coach can help people talk about them and release them. This is not the same as being a 3-4 year trained psychotherapist, but there's really so much we can do by listening well and knowing some basic counseling skills to help people unwind and release and make sense of some of their emotions, so that they have less control over them. Also, such a strong relationship between people's emotions and people's eating. Some people are very obviously emotional eaters, some kind of upset, frustration, anger, hurt happens, and immediately going for particular foods or drinks in order for some comfort or to suppress those emotions. Actually, I think everyone is an emotional eater to some extent. We're all eating according to our emotions to some extent. Why is it we go for certain foods, someone else goes for different foods? Why do we go for certain foods at different times? So to be able to really help people with it, many people with make dietary and helpful lifestyle changes, we need to be able to help people break some of those old emotional patterns. Um, um, I've been seeing thousands of clients, and definitely there's some clients that really struggle to make dietary and positive dietary and lifestyle changes until they make some shift on the emotional level. And then they release some emotions and have some realizations, and then they start finding it much easier to start making some positive changes for themselves. So holistic health coaches need to be able to give some physical, bodily, practical help, some emotional help, and also thirdly, some help on the mental level. This is by giving a good understanding of how people can look after their health and how they can really make changes in their lives. This is so empowering and feels so good to give people really good information so that people can start standing on their own feet and really knowing how to look after their own health on a daily basis and enjoy much better level of health and happiness, etc. So this is dietary, exercise, emotional, etc. Advice that a holistic health coach can give. So in this sense, I think a good holistic health coach is an educator. Education is empowering. Then the fourth level, as I said before, is on the more soul level. I believe we're all on we all have a soul, and what does the soul want? Sometimes our body wants one thing, our emotions want something else, our mind wants something else. What does our soul want? Our soul is on a journey of basically of learning through this lifetime, and many people would say through many lifetimes. And in order to learn certain things and from that to grow and mature, it needs experiences. And so this is our inner voice that says, I want to go and study here. I want to meet these people. I want to go and live here. I want to do this kind of work. I need to do some traveling right now. I need a break right now. I need some time by myself to reflect and go deeper into myself. We have this inner guidance, whatever you call it, soul, inner self, higher self, which is very important to listen to, because when we follow this inner guidance, inner self, it may lead us on a little bit more of a rocky path in life with a lot of changes in it. But this is the way that we get the life experiences that we really need in this lifetime to learn the most. And then, and the more we learn and the more we're on our life path, the more alive we are, the more energy we have, the more engaged we are with ourselves and with life. And at a deep level, the greater the happiness and personal fulfillment that we feel. And, and have the feeling that we're really making good use of this lifetime. And that's also a great thing to feel, because that's something that we can really share with other people as well. So a holistic health coach can help people, can help guide people as to tune in to their inner self, their higher self, their soul path, and help people to get clear on what they deeply want in their lives, what direction to go in, and how to start making those changes. Some people might call that more life coaching. But for me, this is an aspect of health, and you could say spiritual health. So these are the four levels which a holistic health coach can help on. The amazing thing about being able to help people on all four of these levels is that different clients need different kinds of help. Some people may need very much bodily health. They maybe need dietary advice. They need an exercise regime. They need to make some practical changes in their lives. Other people may need more emotional help. Other people may need more understanding. Other people may need to get on their soul path, or some combination of these. If you're only trained in one or two of these areas, then you can help some people, but you're not a good health coach for people who need help on the other levels. It definitely takes longer to study to be able to help people on all 4 of these levels, but it is very satisfying to have the tools to really help, to be able to help practically anybody who comes to you for guidance around their health and wanting a happier life. One other thing I want to say is that a quality, I think a very important quality of a holistic health coach is that they're teaching in an embodied way. And what I mean by that is that they are practicing what they're preaching. They are following a healthier way of eating. They've really developed their cooking, their exercising, using different exercises at different times to help different states of health. They're continuously looking at their emotions, knowing how to help themselves on an emotional level, how to release emotions, work through emotions, work through the emotions which come up in relationships, etc. Have applied a lot of good ideas and learning, and really on their soul path. Definitely, I think what I'm seeing is that increasing numbers of people, part of their soul path is to become a health coach and to learn how to deeply help people recover their health and have a much healthier and happier life. So this takes time. They're health coach courses, all different lengths, very quick ones, medium ones, longer ones. I really recommend, if you want to be a health coach, that you go for a long, thorough, holistic training, because it is, you'll be able to help people much more, you'll be able to help a wider range of people. And it is so interesting using a holistic approach. You have a client come in front of you, and there's no formula that just works with everybody. You've got to figure out, is this person, what is going on with this person? What's going on, physically with their body or energetically in their body? What's going on emotionally? What's going on in their life, their relationships, their work? You've got to develop a holistic picture of the person to really understand them, to then be able to appreciate which areas are going to be most beneficial for them to make changes in. And that may change over time. First session, you may be addressing certain issues. Second session, different issues, and so on. As you take people through a whole kind of healing journey, that might be a small number of sessions, or it might be over quite a long period of time, and also it can involve some apart from sessions, may involve things like giving cooking classes, giving exercise classes, and giving some body work, such as shiatsu body work, to really speed up people on their journey. So that is my idea of a holistic health coach. Very satisfying line of work or career. It might be a part-time career, it might be full-time. Very, very satisfying to really help people come more alive, become empowered, make positive changes in their lives, become more deeply happy, get on their life path. Very, very satisfying work. Highly recommended. So if you would like to find out more, then please check out the International Macrobiotic School, where we have a really in-depth holistic health coach training. Yep, that's what I want to say about what a holistic health coach is. If I can help with any questions, then please get in touch.